Hi, Women's Net community. Welcome to a conversation with our grant winners for August 2024. Today, we have the pleasure of chatting with Khadijah Robinson of AQUA Waterproof Headwear, who is our Amber Grant winner, Shelby Pope of Holiatry Health and Wellness, who's our Startup Grant winner, and Julia McAlee of Hollywood Hair Witch, who's our Business Specific Grant winner. Earlier this year, Women's Net decided to increase the number of monthly 10,000 grants that we give from 1 to 3. So that's why you're seeing 3 lovely faces on the screen here. The startup grant is for entrepreneurs who are more in the idea or the seed phase of developing their business or who haven't yet hit $10,000 in sales. The business-specific monthly grant is for a company that operates in that month's category. They change every month. And in August, that category was hair and skincare. And our Amber Grant, sort of our flagship grant, is open to all women business owners in all phases of business development who are located in the US and Canada. I'm Marsha Layton Turner. I'm one of several Women's Net Advisory Board members, and I have the great pleasure to learn from all of our winners. So thank you all for being here. Julia, Shelby, Khadijah, I appreciate your time. So let's start and just kind of go down the line here, and starting with Khadijah. Could you tell everyone a little bit about your company and where the idea to start it came from?
Yes, AQUA Waterproof Headwear is a line of stylish waterproof turbans and head wraps designed to protect our hair and style. I hate getting my hair wet. I hated being ruined by water, rain, humidity, and all the things, and I needed a stylish way to protect it, and I invented it.
Awesome. And so you are wearing one right now?
I am, and these lovely ladies are as well.
Nice. Lovely. Wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you.
Shelby, how about you? What's a little backstory about your company?
First, I want to say, Khadijah, you killed it. That was great.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. And thank you for having me. It's a pleasure to be on. So Holiatry Health and Wellness is a micro practice primary care model that is NP nurse practitioner started. And I started that because I've been a nurse practitioner for going on 4 years now and a nurse for going on 11 years. And I have worked in large corporate medicine for the last decade. And I have found that I don't want to treat people like cattle anymore. To be perfectly clear, I want to give patients the opportunity to sit and build a rapport with me. So I'm starting a primary care in my community. And the whole format for that is just that it's going to be very small and intimate. So that I can allow a patients to have the time that they needed to get the quality of care that they deserve.
That's awesome.
I
Thank you.
apologize for mispronouncing Holiatry.
Oh,
Thank
no,
you.
you're fine. It happens all the time. There's a whole backstory on that, but yes, it's fine.
And so, what is your local community, Shelby? Where are you based?
So I'm based in Skiatook, Oklahoma. It's about 30 minutes north of Tulsa. And Holiatry, I know this is so weird, but Holiatry actually, I was in grad school and at the University of Tulsa here in Tulsa, Oklahoma, and I had a project of where we had to create our dream business of what that model looked like. And within that week, I actually had a dream about this primary care clinic that I started, and I saw the billboard in the back of what the name was, and it was Holiatry. I didn't even know that that was a word. And ended up Googling it and found out that it meant holism, a person, understanding a person from every aspect. So I took it as a sign from the universe and I ran with it. So here we are.
As you should. Way to go. Julia, how about you? Tell us a little bit about your business and where the idea came from.
Yeah. So I'm Julia McAlee. Hi. And my business is Hollywood Hair Witch. And I specialize in boutique custom hair services for the creative community in Los Angeles. A lot of people in the entertainment industry, And so specifically, I do cutting and coloring. And basically, the idea came because of some issues that are very widespread in the industry. Specifically, like, you know, uh, at a lot of salons, people don't even get lunch breaks or anything. And, there's also like illegal gendered pricing that is more common than not, honestly. So I just kind of wanted to address some of those issues for myself and my clients. So that's pretty much it. Yeah.
Excellent. So let's talk a little bit about any resources that you three turned to or came across that you found particularly helpful that you think other women business owners might also benefit from. And this time, Shelby, let's start with you. Was there anything that was really helpful for you?
What's specifically coming to mind for me in nursing and medicine, networking is really essential. I found that pairing with other nurse practitioners that have started their own businesses has been tremendously beneficial. So I always, and I think probably a lot of women listening to this could relate that the abundance mindset, where there's enough to go around for all of us, is so essential. Like it's okay to support other women. It's okay to root for our equal success. We all want to do better. And then another like literature tool that I've used is a book called Startup DPC, which means direct primary care. It doesn't exactly align perfectly, but it's a step-by-step process of starting like your own private clinic, and that was tremendously beneficial.
Awesome. Sounds great. Julia, how about you? Did you come across anything that you think other people might benefit from?
Absolutely. I have my little list here because I wanted to make sure I said everything. So, honestly, initially, Google, Reddit, and Chat GPT for research, and especially with Chat GPT, take it with a grain of salt and make sure to cross check. But those were really, really helpful. Just doing your research in that way, because there's just so much information on the internet, you know. For legal help, I used LegalZoom to form my LLC, so I definitely recommend LegalZoom for a lot of services. Some things you can do yourself, but for that, it was super helpful for me. Um, Joining the local Chamber of Commerce, for me, it was the Hollywood Chamber of Commerce, which is kind of interesting because they are different from most Chamber of Commerce's because they own they do like the Hollywood Walk of Fame, and they also own a big part of the rights for the Hollywood sign. So they own, you know, internationally recognized IP, which is not normal. But anyway, they're great. I joined the local Chamber of Commerce, and that actually really helped my online visibility because of if you get quality like link backs to your website, it really helps with SEO. And just the networking was really good too. So that was great. I leaned on my own personal network, you know, if you know people who, you know, as you said before, that's super helpful in all kinds of different things. So, you know, people who have similar businesses, if you know an attorney who will just talk to you and give you some advice, that kind of thing. And then one person who's specific to my industry is Britt Siva, and she does a podcast that's really great, and she also has an education company called The Thriving Stylist. So I definitely recommend her for beauty professionals. So yeah.
Excellent. Thank you. And Khadijah, how about you? What did you find particularly helpful?
Okay, I have so many, but okay, I have a list. So one, it's this organization called Buy from a Black Woman. And I got a lot of traction to the website from joining that community, and also a lot of resources. I just completed a program with H&M through them. It's been amazing. Also, the Social Sales Girls. It's an online platform, virtual classroom that help you just understand advertising and Google ads and websites and all that kind of stuff. There's a monthly membership, so beneficial. Oh my goodness, the Social Sales Girls. And I read the book by Lori Grenier, Invent It, Sell It, Bank It, when I first wanted to invent AQUA Waterproof Headwear, because I didn't understand how to get a patent and do all of the things. So that book, I literally followed step by step everything she said in that book. It was amazing. Invent It, Sell It,
And
Bank
she's
It.
the one on Shark Tank,
On
right?
Shark Tank, yes.
Okay, yeah.
Yes, like, oh my gosh, book was amazing. And then Press for Success is another online platform, and they help you get press. Like, they teach you how to do your own pitches, how to connect to the press, who the contacts are. Sabina Hutchins is like the best. And I actually, from those platforms, is how I expanded the intent of AQUA Headwear from just being a stylish protective headwear to actually, I discovered that women with alopecia, who are going through chemotherapy because of the medical, the quality that it has to block the sun's rays. It's opened a whole nother door for me. Even people who color their hair and want to protect it from the sun and all kinds of things. So it's been, all of those platforms have been extremely amazing for me.
Wonderful. I love the variety that we have from all three of you. That's great. So I think each of you also touched on marketing and PR publicity a little bit. So let's kind of shift to that. What are some marketing strategies that you used or are looking into that you found work really well, or that you're going to try because you've heard good things? Julia, let's start with you.
Yeah, so for me, organic social media marketing has worked well. Just reaching out to people online and just having a presence and having your portfolio up there. It depends on your business, of course, but for me, that's what makes sense. And then and again, just creating being findable in terms of Google business page, Yelp business page, all those things, because people are searching for things, so you really have to be findable in that way. And then honestly, just providing people with a really great service, a really good experience, and then that old school word of mouth thing, because people have a great experience. That really works a lot. Of course, it takes time, but building those relationships really makes a difference. And then in the future, I've used targeted social media ads a little bit, but you really have you really have to understand what you're doing, because you can burn money really fast. So I've used it a little bit. I want to get better at it so that I don't waste money, because it's very powerful, but it's also kind of complicated. So that's something I'm going to do in the future more. And yeah, I'm also exploring writing opportunities to sort of establish myself as a featured beauty writer for publications, because again, that would majorly increase visibility and SEO and all that kind of stuff. So those are some things that are going to be happening in the future.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Khadijah, how about you? What have you found works well, or that you're trying?
I was actually just trying to find the proper Sabina's full name for you all. That's what I was looking for over there. But social media ads have been working wonders for me, especially when I got the training to understand how to actually do them and run them properly. It is a trick. The algorithms are crazy, but you just got to keep trying. So Julia, I get it totally. Also, for me, when getting press has been really, really helpful. And again, that's through Press for Success has been just amazing. Every time we do a TV show or featured in some type of article, it really is helpful. The only difference is you got to keep up that traction. So that's where the social media the social media ads come in. And if you don't run those retargeting ads, the press not going to really get you far. So it's understanding social media for me, and that's been the major part of our marketing push and our marketing campaign.
So interesting. Terrific. And Shelby, how about you?
I kind of want to say ditto to what Julia offered, honestly. Is that an option? No. So, on a serious note, so being a startup, my current clinic, I bought a commercial place in my community, and it's about 6 to 8 weeks out from being completed with the renovations. So I'm kind of in that weird middle ground of, if I market too early, I might actually burn myself a little bit, like kind of turn people off that want to book appointments. So word of mouth has worked really well so far, because I bought a hideous building. Like it was known for around my entire community because it was painted so horrifically. And now I've since painted it white, and that alone has spread the whole gossip circle around Skiatook of who bought such and such building? It looks beautiful. And so people are getting really excited about just a new primary care service that's coming to town. But I've actually worked in the community before years ago. And like Julia said, when you offer a great service, people are willing to come back to you. And that's a lot of what is kind of the core of what I'm doing. So a lot of my previous patients are getting really excited that I'm coming back and already wanting to book. So I think offering a great service, word of mouth, depending on the service line, obviously, like retail stuff, this probably wouldn't work as well with, but my whole goal is a micro practice. So too much marketing could actually not be a great thing. So I'm going to try to minimize it as much as possible and just keep it more intimate.
I hear what you're saying about being overwhelmed in a micro practice, but the good news is then you can pick and choose.
Yes,
You have more
that's
options.
very true.
So, yeah.
Very, very true.
Awesome. So, what's one thing that the Women's Net community can do to show support for your company? Khadijah, let's start with you. Is there one thing that you might ask other women business owners to do?
Yes, please visit my website, aquaheadwear.com, and follow me on socials at AQUA Headwear on everything. And there's a little thing here if you make it easy for you.
Awesome. And headwear spelled Headwear.
Yes, AQUA, AQUA.
Awesome.
AQUA Headwear on all platforms.
Shelby, how about you? What's one thing that we could do to support you?
So I have a Facebook page. So if you could like my Facebook page, Holiatry Health and Wellness, that would be great. Holiatry is spelled Holiatry. And then this is a little quirky ask. If you see an exceptional provider that works in large healthcare systems, and has maybe vocalized having some disinterest or frustrations with that line of work, maybe give them a little plug, like, hey, you should do your own thing. It's okay. Like, we don't have to be under the big corporate belt. We can go out and do our own things if we find that we're getting moral injuries over and over again, because that's what leads to burnout. And that's what I think genuinely drives a lot of the quality issues with healthcare now. So encourage your providers to be independent.
Interesting. I like it. And Julia, how about you? What's one thing that we could do for you?
Pretty much in the same vein. If you want to connect on Instagram, I'm Looks by Julia, just LOOKSBYJULIA. And we can like each other's stuff and share each other's stuff if it's relevant and inspired. And my website is HollywoodHairWitch.com. So yeah, visit that too. That would be great.
Wonderful. Well, thank you three so much for sharing your stories and your advice with the Women's Net community. And congratulations again on being our 3 August winners.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.